Good morning, my loves. It is so great to see you. Another vlog, another week, and we are officially in February. Turning off our air purifier so that you don't have to listen to it in the background. But you may notice, if you didn't see to the end of my last vlog, Crash and Rosie's party here, if you didn't see to the end of the last vlog, you may not have seen my new hair. I definitely went for a more like deep blonde look, but still with this bright money piece, these two kind of pieces right around my face. This is my natural cowlick, so kind of makes the decision for us, which is fine. I'm feeling so good about having this lived in blonde, brownie blonde era because my hair has never been healthier. I have a tie-in extension, as you guys know, or many of you guys know, and it just helps because I have such fine hair. So it just helps add some volume of hair, but my hair is quite long, like underneath. And it also holds the style really, really well. So in a future video, I said at the end of the last vlog, I really want to, hi darling, I really want to do my Dyson hair air wrap tutorial as well as all the products that I've been using. I have a really exciting package that's going to come soon, hopefully. It was gonna come yesterday, but the weather was, you're so cute. I love you so much. But the weather was treacherous, so they had to reschedule the delivery. But I ordered a couple of things, fully paid for myself, from Sezon. And I feel like whenever spring becomes top of mind, I don't want to wish my days away because it's the final push to my final push, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to wish the days away. Well, I think I got some makeup on your nose. There you go. I just started thinking about Sezon. So I ordered a couple of pieces from them, which I'm excited about. We're actually going on a trip at the end of the month. Can you believe it? One last travel before the end of the month. And it is possibly going to be the most wholesome thing of my entire life. I'm not gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna be, oh my gosh, baby boy is just bouncing around. He's just pushing in there. I'm gonna be that really annoying vlogger that's not gonna tell you the full story. It's not sponsored. It's not a brand event. It is a family thing, and it is gonna be probably one of the most special things I ever experience and get to share with you. So if you're intrigued, please do subscribe and join the cozy little nook of the internet. Today I have a couple of things to show you. A new bit in the house that I have quite literally been waiting nearly an entire year for, which is kind of bad when it comes to the delivery protocol on this product, but thankfully it is absolutely stunning. So I can't wait to show that to you. It is a shining day, so it's the perfect day to show you. I'm gonna go finish filming a couple of bits for my final show of the laundry room, which hopefully before this vlog goes live, you would have already seen. So I will tag that up above if it is already live. And we are just rolling. Scotty's off getting some groceries. We're gonna move his office downstairs in the basement officially so I can start doing baby boy's room. We got a nursery run out to do. I was just talking to my dad. We have some really fun plans coming up, and yeah, just kind of looking around thinking things are about to get really exciting. I also got the craziest PR pack ever. I think I'm about to run out of time, but I'll show you really quickly. Look at this bad boy. It's from YSL. And it is to showcase their new, which I'm definitely gonna keep this and use it as a makeup bag, but their new Black Opium perfume. So lovely. It smells very like marshmallowy. Yeah, it's got that like marshmallowy vanilla musk scent to it. It's absolutely lush, and they describe it as velvety, lush, crunchy, dewy, sexy, super cheeky, super sexy and cheeky. So I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna try to style an outfit that I think would suit that perfume at some point, but we have other things to do today. The memory card is running low, and it is gonna force me to push us into this vlog. So I hope you're doing well. Thanks for letting me ramble at you. I love you. and let's see what we get up to. Good morning, you guys. Didn't get to pick up the rest of the vlog yesterday. I had such high hopes, but I had a bunch of other things to do. However, I wanted to keep that intro in because sometimes it's just so nice when you really feel that energy. Now I'm feeling the energy today as well. Wearing my little passionate set again, the bumpy bumpin', I'm gonna tell ya. Scotty came in, he was like, babe, the bumpy bumpin'. I'm like, I know. I got the update today and he's officially the size of an eggplant. Anyways, I'm in my yoga stuff because I am going to a Galentine's Day event. It is Sunday. I have already changed the sheets on the bed. We are feeling good. It's not snowing. It's still really cold outside, but we have a Galentine's Day event to go to in Burlington, run by my best friend Sarah, who you guys have seen many times. So I will show you all of the things she put together. She's the cutest, and she's doing it in collaboration with one of our favorite yogis down in Burlington, Jess. So I will tag both of their Instagrams down below if you were in the Burlington area. Jess is also just such like an electric person. Like you meet her and immediately you leave feeling my cup is full. And that is honestly the girl group that I've been surrounding myself with for the last couple of years. And it has been an absolute game changer. If there is someone in your life that leaves you feeling empty, leaves you feeling less than, leaves you feeling like you need a nap after, maybe time to assess. 2025 is for filling our cups and filling others as well. But this is a Galentine's Day event. It's gonna be all girlies. It is thankfully pregnancy approved as well and prenatal approved, which is, or postnatal, she was saying. And I know one of my other friends who is also on her journey will be there as well. Rosie's doing well, Scotty's doing well. He was doing a lot of like the moving the office down to the basement yesterday. I think I already told you about that. It's starting to look good, which means we will not only have a nursery to do, but post-baby. I think it'll have to be post-baby because that would just be way too much on my plate. We'll also have a spare bedroom to do, and I feel like spare bedrooms are so much fun because you can have a lot of fun with those. I've been sharing day by days over on my Instagram when it comes to renos, so I will tag that here as well if you want to follow along there. And besides that, let's get out of this bedroom because that is all you have seen so far in this vlog with these chats. Let's go to Burlington. I'm going to show you all of the girliness, the love, the support, and I think it's just going to be the cutest thing ever. So cute. Before she gets too busy. Hello. This is Sarah's event. Obviously you recognize Sarah. Look how cute this is. What are you most excited about? For you to do some yogi with your belly. Look how pretty this is. And even the pink mat.
Oh, I know what I'm most excited about.
What?
I'm excited for people to read their affirmation cards.
Oh, so they're all different?
Yeah, they're all different.
Oh my gosh, let's give you a couple. I honor my feelings and give myself permission to feel them fully. I feel like I need that. This is the one that I have stopped at. I am capable of creating the life I envision. So cute. And this is the event space, incredible. And Haley is actually over there, one of my other best friends. She is doing, oh my gosh, she's babes supporting babes. She is doing permanent jewelry. So people can purchase a permanent little bracelet for Galentine's Day. So cute. And a lot of the girlies chose to wear pink as well. So I'm glad that I went with pink. I was gonna wear my blue set, but pink is the way. Officially returned home. My battery is blinking because of that long time lapse, but it was amazing. So wonderful to see the girlies. Picked up a sunshine donut for me and Scotty on the way home. I head inside because I can see Rosie already waiting for me, being like, why aren't you coming inside now? Another classic Canadian morning. My window won't open, so I had to open the door to open order in the drive-thru. I will say good morning to you in just a moment's time. Good morning, you guys. A 2-hour drive into Toronto. Oh my goodness gracious. I just feel like you just need to have a serious decompress after a drive like that. You just never know how long it's gonna take you to get into the city, so I always leave hella early to come on into the city. Now, why am I here? Well, this is kind of exciting. So I have planned a maternity shoot in Burlington with a very talented photographer, Charlene. I'm so excited about that. That's next week. But my friend Sarah, one of my best friends Sarah, which you guys know, she tagged me in this thing from a studio downtown Toronto called Mintroom. Now they have just done a whole new setup. So when you own a studio, you kind of have to like change around the scents and make things fresh so that people keep coming back. And Mintroom is one of the best ones. And they released this thing on Instagram. Let me find it for you. And they were doing a model call, which is like so surreal to say. And it's called Meadows Embrace. So they were doing a model call for this new setup. And they basically said, oh wait, let's see where they put it. Oh, here they were doing the model call. And they basically said, hey, if you are in your 3rd trimester or you're pregnant, we want to have like this vibe for the shoot, but we need a pregnant person. And so I threw my hat in the ring. They were looking for an expecting mother for today from 9 to 10 a.m. So I threw my hat in the ring and I DM'd them a message because that's what they asked for, and DM'd them a photo, and they picked me, which is so exciting. So I have packed a bunch of dresses. I got up at 5:30 this morning, which you would have seen, and redid my hair. So I hope it just lasts the little walk. I brought my Dyson Airwrap with me and all of my other bits and bobs. And we are gonna go up to the studio, and I'm hopefully gonna be able to shoot some behind the scenes of what Meadows Embrace looks like. I'm sure they're not expecting that, but I'll be like, can I capture some of these things? So the imagery we're gonna capture today is gonna go towards their promotions. And then I'm sure this is true, I will also get those photos. And I was sharing how this is so lovely because Scotty and I are expecting our first, and he is due in the spring. So Meadows Embrace makes sense. And you guys know my aesthetic, like, come on. That is perfectly on point. So I'm gonna walk on over to Mintroom and we're just gonna get going. I'm very excited. I haven't been there since I have shot for other people. I don't know, maybe one time shooting for Frankie, but it was like more Frankie's thing that I have been in the shots. So I'm very excited. Oh, you are so nice. This is our first dress, and look, our angels are here. And you'd recognize Lisa from our Crookston vlog, actually, if you saw that. And then here is Meadows Embrace here at Mintroom Studios. Oh my goodness gracious, that was an absolute whirlwind. Truly an hour in, out, 2 changes. I didn't really get to vlog because obviously this is their time to capture the content that they needed to. So you would have seen some little time lapses and then the one on the camera, but I didn't have my tripod because I just didn't know who was gonna be there, and you know it's their thing, so I didn't want to be too extra. Anyways, that was 3 sentences in a row being like, I didn't know. But it was so lovely. I got to see my friend Lisa, who I actually met last summer at Crookston Park, and she was one of the influencers that was also cast to kind of create content for them, as was I, and it was so lovely seeing her. She is just so creative, literally one of the most creative people. She's so young and she's absolutely killing it. So I'll put her Instagram down below if you're in the Toronto area or you're curious about things to do around Toronto. She is awesome. And then Anastasia was the photographer, and they both work with or for Mintroom. They do a bunch of stuff. I was asking about the photos. Oh, will I get some to share as well? And Lisa said, yes, this is a very quick turnaround. So you might even have them as soon as tomorrow. So that is honestly music to my ears. And yeah, I think we're just gonna head home. It is 10:30. I actually just got an email about a campaign that I get to do that I'm super pumped about, and I'll walk you guys through what I'm doing for it because it's gonna be really fun, and it's something that I pitched, an idea, and I was like, I just want to do this for me for fun because this is so cute. So yeah, we're going to be putting together a really beautiful flower arrangement out of grocery store flowers from Longo's. So I thought maybe we could go and film picking those up and literally just film that whole campaign today. They need it before February 10th, and it is currently February 5th, which is actually quite the quick turnaround. So because I have time today, I might as well just do it, and it's a sunnier day. So let's get it done, cuties. Let's go to Longo's, check out the flower market, pick up some flowers. That I just, you know when something happens so fast you don't even digest it? But I'm feeling, my tummy's feeling quite tight, and I feel like I'm having those little, I wouldn't say full-on Braxton Hicks, but it is kind of the equivalent of that when you have the tightness at the bottom of your belly, and it's just kind of feeling like that. And I think it's just because of so much moving and changing and driving and all of that. So a nice little checkout, check off, mind off, listen to a podcast, go pick up some flowers. That sounds good to me. Hey guys, quick check-in. So now I'm officially in Burlington. I was gonna stop and pick up the flowers, but I actually have to wait a little bit longer for a contract signing. So I was thinking, you know what I need actually for the whole setup is a vase. And so I stopped at HomeSense. It's been so long since I've been at HomeSense, so I think I'm gonna take you in there. It's a beautiful day. I feel like there's gonna be so many spring things in there, and I love watching anyone walk around HomeSense because every single day it changes. And yeah, so we actually have an objective this time, so that is super exciting. We'll see what we see, and I think there's going to be a lot of bunnies and cute stuff in there. And making our baby's nursery, I have some new sections to look at. Who knows? I've never actually really explored the baby section, so maybe we'll do that too. That sounds like a really cute idea. I'm going to pop in a podcast, finish a little bit of my lunch, and I'll see you in there. Mission super successful. I managed to get many bits that I was not expecting, but I feel like if HomeSense was a person, that would be the name of their autobiography. I picked up more than I was expecting. You either go in and absolutely hit a gold mine, or you're like, well, that was a dud, but this was a great one. I am currently listening. Now, tons of people have been talking about this podcast, and it just took me so long to give it a go, but I've been listening to Acquired, and it is so good. It's so interesting, and it's all about Hermes and how it all came to be. It's run by two hosts, and they do such a good job sharing the spotlight, sharing the history, and it has been so interesting learning about Hermes, such an iconic brand and one of the oldest brands as well. I'll show you what I got from HomeSense when I get home. I think I got the perfect little spring, it's like a vase, but also kind of like a pot. I don't know, it'll be perfect for my flower frog to go in, which I will show you when I get home if you're like, what's a flower frog? I am just waiting for one last thing. I'm gonna double check that that's going, because I kind of had to go one exit further and now I'm gonna have to go back, but that's totally fine. It's a really beautiful day, so I'm hoping that this gets loaded and that I can go pick up these flowers now, because it would just be such a bummer to have to come all the way back to Oakville area. Yeah, still not there, shoot. I wonder if they want me to use this card. I'll figure it out. I'll get back to you, because this is mega boring for you just to watch me faff around and figure out my contract. But I will see you when we pick up the flowers. We are officially home. I thought I would show you a little look at how I made my shirt today. I am just feeling like I wanted something cozy after wearing some dresses. Rosie is well and truly in effect of hiding her bone. Where are you gonna hide that? The new blanket, maybe? Oh. She just goes and does it by herself. It's so funny. She's so methodical with it too. Look at her. Just looking around. Oh, I'm not paying attention to you. Good girl. Good girl. Go hide it. Don't worry, I won't look. Sometimes if you look, she'll be like, oh, don't look. Anyways, this is an H&M crew neck from last year. Just a nice little cable knit. It's not itchy, so I don't have to wear a shirt under it, but I wanted a collar detail. And I also was wearing, actually this is just new in from H&M, the white collared shirt. I had it when I didn't have this on top. I had it tied kind of on the top of my belly, because these are just a pair of Skims that I have rolled all the way up over my belly. I can't recommend the loungewear from Skims enough if you're pregnant or otherwise, because normally you would just fold over the top band, but when you've got a pregnant belly, you can just extend that top band to go all the way up and over, which is super, super comfortable. And then these are Olive & Piper earrings, which I love, a Canadian company, as we are trying our best to give shout outs to as many Canadian companies as possible now. So I have brought in my 2 Demelia bags, the Vancouver, the New York, full of my stuff from today. We had brought these pillows to our birthing class just for some extra comfort. Those are my dresses, but oh, see, yeah, there she goes. Oh, don't look now, guys. She's hiding her bone in the new blanket. Must be so satisfying when she can actually like, oh, don't look now. I'm not paying attention to you, don't worry. Good girl. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry I ruined it for you. I will like completely make our bed or reset the pillows. Everything will be looking perfect, because that's who I am. And then I will come down and see this and be like, I wonder what happened there. But I will say, sometimes if she is putting her bone behind a pillow, she will literally put the pillow back perfectly. And sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, well done you. I didn't even notice. But this blanket is new. I had a green one there before, but we very much have a more blue motif, as you can tell just from some of the more blue details. And we might even have a blue kitchen one day soon. So Rosie has effectively hit her bone, but I'm not going to unhide it because that would be cruel. No cruelness from me. So I picked up all of our flowers from Longo's, which I'm so excited to create our little display. Over here, I need to move this vacuum because this is unceremonious for what this piece is. I ordered this March last year and it finally came. Was it worth the wait? Thankfully, yes. Look at how beautiful this is. It's handmade from reclaimed wood. It matches Rosie perfectly, right? It's got 6 little drawers. We haven't put anything in there yet. I want to be super mindful of what actually goes in there. But this is officially our buffet here at the back door. So I want to style this right, like do a lamp over here, get some lighting, do some really beautiful flowers. When our kitchen gets done, I'm also going to do some detail on this wall in terms of like wainscoting and stuff like that, and just make this like a vignette in itself. But I couldn't love her more, so I've just popped a couple of little things. This is the candle I picked up at HomeSense today. Water lily. Beautiful scent. I just honestly like the dish. I think I might make it a little bit less feminine by taking this ribbon off, but it might be glued on. It's still super cute, so I might leave that on. I've already shown you the flowers. Let me show you what else I got. The debate is always well and truly, where do I put you? So I'm gonna move these flowers over here so we have some more space. I think I might do my arranging on the buffet just because then I can make it really nice and clean with the white wall and everything, and the focus can be the flowers. I picked up some new kitchen towels. I feel like if you are someone who loves those organic colors, the greens, the blues, things like that, now is the best time of year to pick them up because they've come out with all of their spring lines. So I'm going to pre-wash these because I feel like, let me know if you think this is true too. I feel like hand washed towels, first of all, they've been in a store, people have been putting their hands all over them. We should wash them anyways. But I think they just honestly dry everything better once you have washed them. So I'm gonna do that. And then I also got this big girl. She is hefty. And it just honestly reminded me of something that I would find in Pottery Barn. And I want to possibly put it over on the buffet and see if I can style it up with possibly, I don't know, like some tall foliage or something like that. Or this maybe at the front door. I don't know. These kind of things, when you see them, if you really love them, you might as well grab them if they're not going to completely break the bank and they're from HomeSense, because 1, they'll be gone if you go back, but 2, they are hard to find. And I just thought it looked so beautiful. Very like Magnolia Home vibes. And then I just needed, forgot this was in here. I just needed an extra cord and I liked this green one. So extra cord for by the bed. I'm gonna put this over on the buffet and see if that could work. But I also don't want it to scratch it. Let me go get some of those little pads that I can put on the bottom of this first. Actually, you know what? I won't do that right now because I think Scotty just popped in a meeting, and now the way that his desk is, I'll just be like randomly in the background if I go downstairs. So we will put that right here, and I'll unwrap the other things that I also got at HomeSense. So I also got this super cute dish. I think it's so pretty, and obviously this would be more of a soap dish, but here at our countertop, we have this one brush that I only exclusively use for Rosie's food. And look at that, fits perfect. And I actually like the look of that brush because it's quite organic looking as well. So I will clean that up and then it can just sit right there, or we can use it for our other sponge. Making beautiful beauty moments out of the most mundane everyday use products. And then this is the pot I'm gonna do the flower display in. So I think she's so pretty. Plus, when we get the flower display done, we can either put it on the table or right there, which I think might be the way to go. She wrapped it really nicely for me because I expressed concern about my cutie little birds on the side. But it looks like a ceramic little bird bath. But what I can do is just place my flower frogs on the bottom and then build up from there. And because it doesn't have any drainage, this will be, and it's glazed, this will be a phenomenal little display for the flowers. Now, question for you. My idea is to build the flowers this way, birds facing forward, but then you probably won't be able to see the birds. So do I do bird bums back? Do I build my favorite part of the flower display so bird bums are back? But I love that. I think it'll be so pretty. And I also picked up a few frames, so let me show you this. This is such an unexpected HomeSense haul. I was not meaning to do this, but I loved this frame. It looks so similar to ones that we already have, but the wood detailing is so close to the wood color of our kitchen table as well as the buffet. So I'm like, oh my gosh, that could work with something there, hanging that. And then for baby boy's room, I thought this would look so pretty with the wallpaper that I'm gonna put in there. It's just so organic-y looking, and the gold details will match perfect. And I really like the idea of him having a picture of his mommy and daddy in there. Not so we can be on display more in our home, but just so every day he can look at it and be like, that's my mom and dad, and they love me. And so something like that, or a piece of artwork that I find that's gonna be on theme. So I'm gonna pop that up there and include that in the nursery video, which I haven't started yet because I really gotta start the nursery. There's some key things, like a crib, that we have to get. But I'm gonna try to convince Scotty to get the one that I'm really, really excited about. It is a bit pricey though, but not too crazy. It's from Costco. That's all I'll say, because I'm worried about it selling out. Don't sell out the crib I want, guys. You're too good. So, okay, let me put this stuff to the side and then show you a couple more bits. This wasn't supposed to be a show and tell video, but a couple exciting things that just came in from PR. So might as well just share those too. We got a tripod. We got a tripod. Let's see if you're on the wonk or not. I think you're pretty okay, but I think that just makes life so much easier. I haven't used this product before, so TBD, but it sounds lovely. It's this company called Klorane. And to be honest, they have sent me something before and I just hadn't got a chance to give it a go. But whenever someone advertises a hair mask to me, I am kind of like, yeah, let's give that a go. Because how different can they be? But then you'll find one that's an absolute gem. Now this one has a great fresh scent to it. And this is their new prickly pear line. So claims to do water in, shine out, so very hydrating in this line. 2 times the shine, 72-hour hydration and brilliance. So we have got what I assume to be a hair conditioner and shampoo, which is just lovely to have extra things of that. They also tossed in this really cute little comb, which is so cute to just throw in your handbag if you are someone who likes a little tease like me during the day. Those are always super handy, plus always nice to start at the bottom and then work your way up. And this is what I'm really excited about, is their hair mask. This is their plumping mask. So I'm gonna try that. Prickly pear. We'll report back. I'm gonna move you just slightly because now that we have this table here, I actually have the potential to have more light, natural light, to show you some things when I am doing stuff downstairs. Now, this company, I was supposed to go to this event and then I really wasn't feeling well, and it was gonna be a nightmare to be in a room full of pregnant women not feeling well. I would never want to get other people feeling sick. But this is by a company called Petit Lem. And when I tell you, these are some of the cutest bits. This is the kind of part of a haul where even when I wasn't expecting a baby or a child, I still would watch it because I'm like, show me it. It's super cute. They included this little maxi cozy. It very much reminds me of the Everywhere bag from Lululemon. So I have so many of those. I might actually pass this on to a fellow mama, maybe my friend Carly, who is in my yoga class. And look at these little baby girls. I can't. I saw another girlie get this package from Petit Lem, and She's having a girl, so hers were a little bit more girly, but this has a little tiny Noah's Ark on it. Now these ones aren't even the smallest ones. Look how cute this design is. They just came out with a new line, and even just how tiny the tag is. One of the biggest pieces of advice I got from people was get the two-way zipper, which this has, and then it goes all the way from the foot all the way up to the top, especially on your second, because you're also looking after a toddler likely, so you need things to be lickety split. Then they have the cute little feeties as well. And then this is the other pattern. It's like a moon pattern. But basically the event was so cute. It was like, I guess, a gifting suite, just them talking through the new products and everything that they're coming out with, including this little muslin blanket, also with that pattern on it. And they were so kind to say, don't worry, you didn't miss out. We'll send you some stuff. But guys, this is what I am just blown away by. That something's gonna fit in there. I can't believe it. How cute. And so then they've got the different patterns on there too. They are so soft and cozy, and my mom gave a good shout. We're gonna take all the tags off and pre-wash everything. And then again, when I do the nursery series, I'm gonna be doing like a nesting series. That's what I have in my head anyways. So I think that will be really cute, kind of putting together everything in there. And then these little tiny pants. Like his little tiny like diaper bum's gonna fit in there. It's so cute. One Smarty Pants thing they included in here as well is a newborn checklist. So it basically, I'll hold it up to screen. If you need this too, you can screenshot it. But it's just basically saying, here's, you know, what we think you might need if you have a newborn, and that includes like socks, sleeper sacks, swaddles, things like that. They were also super kind to include a hatch, which we were gonna look into, and it's just a tiny portable sound machine. And I love this green, you guys know that. Honestly, so kind. And then the last thing in here is a Nordic mug and some David's tea, as well as this really adorable cookie. So obviously that was part of their setup for all of the mamas, because it's so nice to also kind of include them in the gifting and a little bit of self-care with those teas. So the bag is also very sweet. It says, from day one and every day after, we've got you and baby covered. So that's super cute. I'll tag them down below. You guys, thank you so much for sending that along. These are some of the first bits that we've got for baby, because I wanted to make sure I was a little bit more considered and not just going crazy and buying a bunch of things that don't end up getting used. And I have some good hand-me-downs as well from my best friend Rebecca after having her little one. But enough baby stuff, because I know some of you are not here for that. We will continue on with the home. I'm going to film my flower display, try to get that done and sorted, and I will also talk you through the process of putting that together. But Longos did have a really good amount out. I thought there would be tulips right now. I don't know why I thought that. I think just when you start to see spring flowers, you're like, there must be tulips, because I have seen them in maybe like a couple of the growers, but haven't hit the grocery stores yet. So next time I will include those in there, but they did have hyacinth. I was shocked that they had those, and those are my favorite when it comes to scent. I also threw in some lilies, because I feel like a flower display, I just want to be able to walk past it and smell it, and lilies and hyacinth are two of the best to include. So let's get started on that. This is what I'm thinking for setup. Got my softbox over there. I usually shoot content for Instagram on my Sony, but I might actually use iPhone for this one, because sometimes I think I just boil the ocean. However, I will be shooting photos of the process, because I think it would make a really nice blog. There's vlogs, there's blogs, a nice blog. If you haven't joined me over on my website yet, I am still trying to figure out, you know, how much can I add there, how much can I stay there, but there's a good chunk of content there right now. I will pop it right here. But I wanted to, before I got started, show you this top. I would have shown it to you if you had watched my new in my wardrobe. I just love it. As soon as I took the tag off and just kind of popped it on, it just feels so perfect, especially for putting together something flowery. I think I mentioned in that video that it just feels like Meryl Streep. It's complicated. I just need my big wide brim straw hat, little tools in my hand. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Content sometimes is it takes you so long to get started because you're getting all the setup, and then you just get in your head and you're like, okay, I better start. But there are so many steps that you have to keep in mind as well. So I honestly just need to pull the band-aid off and get to filming this thing and just be like, you're just making a flower display, Amanda. It's all good. It's all good. So before I get started, I want to show you guys this. This is called a flower frog. Let me put the camera in front, like your camera. Let me put you guys in a good spot. So this is a flower frog. And you can see that it's got all these spikes on it. And so that it's quite weighty. And I bought it in a set of 2. I will link the one I bought down below. If I can find the exact ones, and if I can't, I'll do a similar one. And you put that at the bottom of your vase or whatever you need. And if it's not weighty enough, you could secure it with like some tape or something. And then I'm also going to make a little grid using some tape. But this is what we're gonna basically stick the stems into. I think hyacinth will have to be last because I think those will actually be stuck in the sides, not in the flower frog, because their stems are so thick. But besides that, everything else will absolutely fit in here. And I might only just need the one, which is great. It's surprising how many flowers you can fit on this. So yeah, I am going to stop faffing around, Amanda, and start doing your job. Oh, man. Scotty is on dinner tonight. Let me step to the side. Look at this angel. He's making fish, so you gotta let the guy focus. We're having white fish tonight, green beans and rice. Nice clean meal. I am so happy with how this turned out. I think I still need some practice, even just the way some of the steps went, but yeah. I'm really, no, I shouldn't be too critical of myself. This always happens. Why is it not absolutely perfect? Because nature's not perfect. It never will be, and it never is. But I do really adore the way it turned out, and I love the way it smells, and I love that there's like some architecture to it. I've never created a flower display that has kind of like a feel or a flow that goes kind of like that. A couple of things with the hyacinth, I was telling Scotty, they have such like a meaty, thick stem that I put them in the flower frog last, because then any real estate that I really needed to take up to kind of hide the tape, they are so good at doing that. But what you can do is use a thicker stem, like a rose has such a strong stem. Roses are just so strong. I feel like if you really identify with the rose, that is a beautiful flower to identify with. You can use those as almost like a stake for your hyacinth. But the smell smells really good. We were so happy with the smell, especially with the lilies and the hyacinths together. It truly just looks like spring. So just popped up a little display. This isn't gonna be how this is gonna be set up, but for the reel nonetheless, it was kind of nice. And yeah, I'm hoping to maybe put like a big mirror here to reflect light, don't want to have too many mirrors in the house because that always seems a little weird. But when you have a smaller space, especially our house is attached on one side, we have no windows on that side, obviously, it really does help spread light and just make the room look bigger. So I'm looking forward to that. It was fun kind of having an extra little set to do that. The camera did run out of battery halfway through, so you would have seen me in a time lapse just walking all around. You can see a little bit of insight of how much goes into creating one little 1 minute piece of content. And there's still a voiceover to do, there's still editing to do, and I wanted to do extra as well because working with a new client, I love longos, for example. I love them, so why would I not go above and beyond? And this is such fun content to share with you guys, and it's so just right up my street, right up my niche. So I was thinking I'm gonna write a blog post on the step-by-step. So I took pictures step-by-step, what you're gonna need, and I hope I remember to get everything that I need. Thankfully, it's all right here if I didn't. So I maybe will, while we're watching an episode of Traders, I'll probably just edit the photos and get started on the blog and laying down some of the footage. But it is just so tricky filming in the winter. As you can tell, I'm standing literally right beside our window. And as the sun goes down, it just gets cooler and cooler light. So one day in our forever home, I'm manifesting a kitchen that brings in so much light. And no matter the season, is just a little bit more open aired. I do love our house. Genuinely, I love our house. And I think we're gonna be here for a few more years. But we both know that there are some things we are definitely thinking of and manifesting and wanting for ourselves, the way that we just kind of picture us living out our days with our little family. But let me know what you think. If you haven't tried something like this before, I feel like I've had a scratch my throat this whole time, so sorry. If you haven't tried something like this before, getting a flower frog and a little bouquet of flowers, maybe 2 to 3 different kinds. I recommend, if you're gonna really go in, get 2 to 3 bigger size flowers, and then, no, 1 to 2 bigger size flowers, and then 2 to 3 smaller to add some texture. And that's definitely the recipe that you need. And hopefully this lasts for a long time because I put flower food in. And you can always continuously go through, and if you think that a stem needs an extra cut, you can definitely do that too. I've seen some women on Reels or TikTok, they will put water and then a teaspoon of bleach. If that is you, let me know, does that work better than flower food? Supposedly that really helps your flowers last a long time as well. So I almost want to do a side-by-side test. We should do that this summer. But if you haven't tried doing something like this, do it for yourself, babe. Just do it for yourself. Flower frog, super affordable. And what's so great about it, I think, versus using, I don't know. Well, you could use actually chicken wire or something like that and make yourself like a little cloud where it sticks in. That's really easy too and super affordable. You may even have that in your house right now thinking, oh my gosh, maybe I could actually do that tomorrow. All you would do is kind of roll it into kind of a ball, being really, really careful. And it doesn't necessarily have to be chicken wire, but like to that effect of wire. And you can definitely reuse it too, which is super sustainable and amazing. And next time you go get groceries, get yourself some flowers. And whoever lives in your house, be like, I had to, Amanda told me to. I'm gonna check out, I never know how to end these things. I am going to stop vlogging right here because today started with a 5-hour sleep, a 5:30 a.m. wake up call, running around, modeling in a shoot, can't believe that, that's so fun. And putting together a campaign, and I think I'm officially ready to put my feet up. If you saw all those steps that I was making, plus growing a baby, you know what, let's not forget that too. So I will officially sign off here for the day, and I will check in with you tomorrow.